Were you ever yelled at by a teacher for being loud or goofing off in school? Well, I talked to some students at MSU Moorhead who are taught how to clown around during class. N-O-N-N Chomsky. Literally, these MSUM students are taking a class focusing on the ins and outs of being a clown.
Hi, hello, how are you today?
For this week, they are learning how to create an infomercial as clowns. But before they can sell their products, they have to prepare. Students start their day by coming downstairs to this makeup room. They come in with regular hair, regular clothes, but from there, they transform into their clown personas. They even get to make up their own names. Grace Magstad is in this class, and her clown's name is Holly. She says in order to be a clown, you have to step out of your comfort zone.
It's definitely hard to get out of your head. That's one of my hardest things, is I usually cannot get out of my head.
You're also going to need an ounce of Holly's tears.
I do cry a lot.
Being okay with being all out there definitely is the hardest part.
Emily Couts says clowns can be more than just entertaining.
It's not always just about being funny.
Purse, in my purse, I'm gonna put it in my purse.
I mean, yes, you want to make people laugh, but clowns have the same depth of emotions that humans can. You know, they can be mad sometimes, or they could be really sad. It's just a little bit dramatized.
But where are the clowns?
I am once again standing in front of you.
Clowns are often misunderstood by society. So for anyone who might be scared of clowns,
We're just actors. We're just trying to make a living.
rest assured that they're humans just like us. The class is also learning acrobatics, stage combat, and clown acting. Project management students at MSU Moorhead put together a fundraiser for their capstone class. I went to the Shields Arena and found out what they were raising money for wasn't what you would expect. Hockey games usually have an assortment of things like merchandise, food, and now snakes? The MSUM project management students hosted a fundraiser for Critter Crazy. It's a nonprofit that rescues, rehabilitates, and rehomes exotic pets like these lizards.
Most of us are passionate about animals, just finding the right homes for animals and doing the right thing for a community of animals that are forgotten about.
Cody Meyer and the rest of the project management students are raising money for Critter Crazy through a raffle. The money will help with things like rent for the nonprofit, as well as upgrading enclosures for the animals. And for a company that is completely donation and adoption fee based, a fundraiser like this is huge.
For them to reach out and say like, hey, we recognize you, we appreciate you, and we want to help you is just really amazing.
From a small gecko to a 70-pound tortoise, there was plenty of animals for people to see. And for some younger animal fanatics, this hit closer to home.
I actually have a tortoise myself. I named him Taco.
To see firsthand how a fundraiser can affect people really impacted the students behind it.
It's just amazing to see the generosity of people and how compassionate other people are.
Not a normal night of hockey by any means, but it definitely was an example of how a little generosity can go a long way. There were about 2,800 people at the game. Critter Crazy received nearly 4,000 donations. The total money raised from the fundraiser is still being calculated. When the weekend rolls around, some students may go out to bars or parties to be with friends after a long week of studying. But at NDSU, I talked to some students who enjoyed their night without the hangover. NDSU students gathered late Friday night to have some fun and start off their weekend on the right foot. But students are ditching the bars for a night on campus and putting their energy into channeling their creative side. Students didn't have to venture far from their dorms to spend their evening painting. Aiden Hyatt is with Campus Attractions, the group that organized the paint night. He said this was a good alcohol alternative for students.
For kids who don't want to go out and partake in any of that, can come here and have like a safe space to do fun activities with people, and like they can meet new people that they want to, and it's a lot of fun.
For students like Jack Carpenter, staying in for the night and painting beats any night spent going out and drinking.
I guess I kind of got that out of my system, the drinking thing. So I kind of like to just relax now. You know, watch a movie, paint a masterpiece, if and when that may happen.
But instead of painting on their own, students could be guided by a professional artist. Laura Rongren is the owner of Creative Traveler FM. For 6 years, she has journeyed around Minnesota and North Dakota to help others channel their inner Bob Ross.
I love sharing art with people and showing them that anyone can do this. It's just a matter of knowing your basics, knowing your colors, knowing your shapes, and figuring out how to blend them all together.
Between creating their own masterpieces and getting free food,
And the nachos were not bad. It's a small amount of paint in there, but it's okay.
students explored their creative side and proved that you can still enjoy the college experience without the alcohol. Campus Attractions hosts events on 2 Friday nights a month to give students an alcohol alternative.